Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the another video. Today in this video we are going to learn the valuation and accounting of goodwill of the chapter retirement of a partner. In previous video we have already understood all the concepts of retirements and calculation of new profit sharing ratio as well as gaining ratio. Now today we will understand the second topic of this chapter, which is valuation and accounting of goodwill. Okay, see here. First of all, we have to calculate the value of goodwill of the retiring partner. For calculating the value of goodwill of the retiring partner, we will use this formula: retiring partner's share of goodwill is equal to value of firm's goodwill into profit share of the retiring partner. By using this formula, we will calculate the value of retiring partner's goodwill. Suppose the value of firm's goodwill is given 20,000, like this, and there are three partners in a firm. Profit sharing ratio is 2:3:5, like this, and this partner, first partner, take retirement from the business. Then what will be the share of the goodwill of the retiring partner? So here we will use 20,000 multiply the share of the retiring partner, means 2/10. It means 4,000 will be the goodwill of the retiring partners. So first of all, we have to calculate the value of the retiring partner's goodwill. After that, we have to check in the question that book goodwill is given or not. If there is no any book goodwill, then when the goodwill does not exist, goodwill in the sense book goodwill does not exist in the book. If book goodwill does not exist, then what we will make the entry? We have to make an entry which is gaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. It means we have to calculate the gaining ratio, and after calculating the gaining ratio, we have to make an entry: those partners who are gaining, they will be debited, and those partners who are retiring, they will be credited here. In which ratio? Gaining ratio, remember here. Now if there is any book goodwill exist in the book, then what you will do? First of all, we have to make an entry for the existing goodwill. Then after, we have to make an entry for the valued goodwill. Okay, see here, first entry we will pass here. When the goodwill exists in the book, then all the partners capital account debit to goodwill account. It means here being book goodwill written off. In which ratio? In old profit sharing ratio. After that, we have to treatment the goodwill of the retiring partners. Again we will make the same entry: gaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. In which ratio? Gaining ratio. Now come to an example. With the help of example, we will understand how these activities will be conducted. Here are three partners X, Y and Z. Their profit sharing ratio is given here: 2:3:5. Goodwill existed in the book at how much? 50,000. Here book goodwill is given. X retires, and on the day of X retirement, the goodwill is valued at how much? 45,000. Y and Z decided to share future profits equally. It means their future profit sharing ratio, means new ratio is also given of Y and Z. We have to pass the necessary general entry. Who is retiring from the business? X is retiring from the business. First of all, we have to make an adjustment entry for book goodwill. And what entry we will pass for book goodwill? All partners capital account debit to goodwill account. We will write here X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit, Z's capital account debit to goodwill account. The book goodwill was how much? 50,000. The value of book goodwill was given. We will write here 50,000. What was the ratio? 2:3:5. This 50,000 will be distributed in this ratio: 2/10. 10,000 for X, we will write here 10,000, and for Y 3/50,000 multiply 3 upon 10. 15,000 for buy, we will write here 15,000, and for z 50,000 multiply 5 upon 10, 25,000. This will be for z, and we will write in narration here being book goodwill written off. Now come to the next part. Next part, what we have to do? In next part, first of all, we have to calculate the gaining ratio. Here we will make a working note. Old ratio is given for x, y and z, 2:3:5. New ratio is also given here. They have decided their profit sharing ratio should be equal ratio. It means 1:1. This one is new ratio. For y and z, x is taking retirement. Then we have to calculate the gaining ratio. For y, what would be the gaining ratio? 1/2 minus 3/10. 10, 5 to the 10, 5 on the 5 minus 3, 2 upon 10. And for z, what would be the gaining ratio? 1/2 minus 5 upon 10. 10, 1, 5 on the 5 minus 5, 0 upon 10. It means here only y is gaining, not z is gaining. Z ratio is 0 upon 10 means 0. It means no gain, no sacrifice. 0 means no gain, no sacrifice. So here what entry you will pass here? First of all, we have to calculate the value of retiring partners goodwill. Total valued goodwill is how much? 45,000. 45,000 is the total valued goodwill. Multiply the share of the retiring partner. How much the share of the retiring partner is? 2 upon 10. It means here 9,000 would be the value of retiring partner's goodwill. Now what entry you will pass here? Because only one partner is gaining here, so all the shares of goodwill will be debited from the one partner only, not the another partner. We will make an entry for Y's capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. Who is retiring partners capital account? X. To X capital account. How much the amount is here? 9,000. The amount is here. We will write narration also being goodwill adjusted in gaining ratio, like this. So this is all about the accounting treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement of any partner.